Okay, so this is Sword Coast Legends. I was kind of suffering from a little bit of insomnia and saw that it was reduced price at 13% and didn't realize it was a Head Start access. Regardless, I ended up picking it up. So right now you have the Dungeon Master option, the options, the player thing. I haven't done much. I've made one character and looked at one class. Looked at some races. I haven't even done any fighting. You can't access the story mode right now, so just sort of looking at it to see what's available. I'm going to go ahead and look at making another character real quick. Here we go. Its default is windowed. I might see about changing that. It might be a little bit... Let's see. Let's go back. Let's look at the options. Video. Let's do it now. Okay, cool. So, here we go. So, this is the fighter I made before. I was going to go for a high dex style fighter, because that's why I was going for the leather. Okay, I'll have to actually look at it though, because the character creation on this is not the same as it is in the tabletop game. I kind of, going into this, assumed it would be, because with the exception of the recent Neverwinter MMO, D&D video games have tried... There's a couple exceptions, but with a handful of exceptions, the D&D video games have tried to stick close to the rules as they are presented on the tabletop game. So we're going to I'm going to do my normal female fighter. Okay, so you have your gender. If I want to change the way she looks, I'll go to appearance. There's equipment, there's stats, abilities, and summary. So you have the classes they have right now are fighter, cleric, rogue, wizard, paladin, ranger, and I would like to remind that this is the female model. Here's the male model. Here's the female model. Oh, I can get randoms. There we go. Are those the blind eyes look? Yep, those are the blind eyes look. Okay. Ranger. The other classes are not in yet. Likewise, we have human, elf. Actually, if you look at it, we have two kinds of human. The human variant and the regular human. The human has +1 to all stats. The variant human has +3 stat points. That you can put 2 of them in one. And then it has +2 skill points. The moon elf is one of the sub-races. It has proficiencies in longsword, short bow, long bow. It's immune to sleep. Has a bonus search, and it gets +1 intelligence, +2 dexterity. The sun elf is exactly the same, different colorations. +2 dex, +1 intelligence, everything's the same. The wood elf gets +2 dex, +1 wisdom, sleep, art, search, mask of the wild, fleet of foot, long sword, short bow, long bow. And then we have dwarf. I mean, I kind of like the fact that you can turn it around. You can't do that in Neverwinter Nights 2. And this is Splint Mail. It's one of 2 models of Splint Mail you can get from the start. This is a gold dwarf. That's the hill dwarf. That's basically the hill dwarf in the tabletop game. +2 con, +1 wisdom, resistance to poison, proficiencies with battle axes and hand axes, and extra hit points, the dwarven toughness. If it works the same way as the tabletop one, which I have no assurance that it does. But it has the same name. Okay, Shield Dwarf is pretty much the same, except instead of the Dwarven toughness, they get light and medium armors for free. Get Halfling, which looks a little goofy. The head's a little bit large, the hands are a little bit small. I'm not sure exactly what's off, but it does look a little goofy. You have the Lightfoot. They're naturally stealthy and they get +2 Dex, +1 Charisma. You have the Stronghearts, who are +2 Dex, +1 Charisma, are resistant to poisons, and have Stout Resilience, which I don't know exactly what that means. Then we have the Half-Elf. There is no sub-race. They get +2 Charisma and 2 points to apply to any other ability score. They're immune to sleep and they get +2 skill points. So, a little bit better than the human variant. To be honest, that's better than the human variant. Because the human variant would have +3 total, this has +4. Would not have immunity to sleep, would just have the +2 skill points. Then we have backgrounds. And unlike in D&D, the tabletop, these backgrounds do add some significant bonuses. Starting gold's anywhere from 10 to 50 usually, the exception being the Noble, which has about 800 gold pieces. They mostly give you a stat bonus, so +1 to a stat somewhere. With the exception of, again, the Noble, because it gets 800 gold pieces. This one, every time, if you're the Acolyte, you give +3 whenever you use healing things, and you start with some scrolls. The Charlatan gets +2 Charisma and has bonuses to saving throws versus Wisdom and Charisma saves. The Criminal starts with some lockpicking and gets some Dexterity and has 50 gold. The Entertainer has Charisma and nearby allies heal for 1 hit point every 10 seconds, so it does a party regen. The Folk Hero does +1 to physical damage and is +1 Charisma. The Gladiator is +1 Strength. It gets bonus experience from defeating beasts, and is +1 to hit and damage versus beasts. The Guild Artisan has some healing potions, scrolls, +1 intelligence, thunderstones, which is a non-magical thing. Guild Merchant, healing potions, oil of sharpness, potion of hill giant strength, healer's kits, +1 wisdom. Hermit has +2 to radiant, necrotic, and psychic damage dealt, and takes -2 radiant, necrotic, and psychic damage from outside sources, but only starts with 5 gold and gets +1 wisdom. The Knight is +1 strength and +1 to physical damage. The Noble, 800. Oh, it has Cormyrean brandy and Vilhone cherry bread, and starts with 800 gold. The Outlander takes -2 from all physical damage and gets +1 per Constitution. The Pirate, +1 Dex and takes -1 from thunder, lightning, and cold damage, and starts with 15 gold. The Sage, +1 intelligence, and +1 to looks like all the elemental damages. Fire, cold, lightning, force, psychic, thunder. Oh, fire, force and psychic are not elemental. Let's see. Sailor is the same as the pirate. Exactly the same as the pirate. Just a different name. Soldier is almost the same as the knight, except you get healing potions instead of, I think the knight gets more money. Yeah, the knight gets more money, and the soldier starts with healing potions instead. The Spy gets +1 dexterity and gets more gold found, +10% gold found. And the Urchin moves faster and is +1 to dexterity. So that's what it is. So I have looked at Fighter. We're going to look at the abilities real quick here. You have Battle Master, Champion, Dual Wielding, 2-weapon fighting, Great Weapon fighting, Protection, Martial, which has stuff like the get over here flying foe. You throw a spear attached to a chain and drag your opponent to you. Yep. And Archery, and Skills and Proficiencies. And they have ability points remaining 5. Oh, no, I don't want a can. Okay. Let's go back to Origin. If I were to switch to an elf, I would only have 3 ability points. For be a normal human, also only 3. Variant human, 5, just like the half elf. Now, the cleric, you get divine, which represents the power of God to channel directly through their followers. Invokes such miracles as fire from thin air, pillars of flame shooting up from the ground, and even the power to split the very earth itself. Righteous champion, viewed with a bit of the god's power, enough to strike down their enemies with divine righteousness. Light, clerics of light promote the ideals of rebirth and renewal. You only got 4 skill ability points here. It looks like they start with fewer than the fighters do. Most of these abilities focus on healing the injured. The power of light can also be a powerful weapon against the serpents of darkness. Life. Wait. Is this already selected? Sacred Flame. Flame-like radiance descends on creature that you designate within range. The target must succeed on a DC 9 dexterity saving throw or take 2 to 8 radiant. Okay, life is for healing and blessings. Restore the cursed and injured. Bring hope to those in need of aid. War. War. It costs 2 points to unlock that. Costs 2 points to unlock. Needs to be level 2. That requires level 5. I cannot unlock that yet. Those are almost exclusively offensive in nature. Focus on dealing massive amounts of divine damage. Protection. This is the same thing that fighters get. It's basically looks like it's focused on shield bashing, and yeah, it looks like it's focused on shields. Right, it is definitely focused on shields. So protection is a shield thing. Martial is again these weird things where you got stuff like throwing a spear with a attack on it. These are basically martial maneuvers. I think they're kind of like the Battle Master type stuff. Strike a foe and attempt to cripple them. Okay, there's level requirements for opening them. Strike a foe with victorious fervor, dealing 2 to 11 bludgeoning damage. Performing this attack causes you to recover 7 to 9 hit points. I think the damages being listed are based off what weapon is in play. And here, proficiency, it could unlock it for 2 points. Scimitar, unlock it for 1 point. Rapier, 1 point. This is locked. Allow the use of a halberd. Allows the use of a great axe, requires battle axe, which we don't have. Doesn't have a pike. Okay. Hand axe. You can use a hand axe. And also here you have search. Search 2. Search 3. And search 4. And then you have lock picking 1, 2, 3, 4. And what's this? Short sword, long sword, great sword, morning star, maul, longbow can't use, and heavy crossbow. Okay, let's look at rogue. Huh. Okay, let's see what rogue has scoundrel. What does scoundrel do? Hide. Oh, this is going to be its hiding thing. Hide. Sneak attack. What level do you get sneak attack? Because you have to be level 2 to get sneak attack. Dirty trick. What's this? Knave's Gambit. Increases critical range by 2 while suffering. Minus 10 penalty to AC. Ooh. Sudden strike. Grants target advantage. Okay, and then you have sneak attacks 1, 2, 3, and 4. You also have hide 1, 2, 3, and 4. Thief. Combat skills are equaled only by the charm. Let's see what these are. Dash. So move faster for 10 seconds. Disengage. Quickly out of the way, increasing all damage resistances by 50% for 4 seconds. For the next 5 seconds, you will gain a +5 bonus to stealth skills. What is this? Evasion, which you have to be level 7 to get. Costs 3 points. I'm thinking that the maximum level is 11. Or 10, excuse me. Go for the throat. 3. Pesky magic users. So this is very much seeming like it's definitely not based off of the tabletop game. It's got influenced by the tabletop game. Go Go for the throat is to make spellcast to interrupt spellcasters. Got it. Okay. Expertise. Extra +3 bonus to lockpicking, search, and disarming traps. Cool. Assassin. Hidden dagger. Thrown dagger in 1, 2, and 3. What's this? In danger. Throwing your opponent's defenses to the wind. Your attack deals 421. Additional 30% damage. Oh, they take more damage for a few seconds. And these are upgraded versions of it. Okay. Death Strike. Okay. You have become a master of death. And there's upgraded versions. What's the highest version? Level 6. Striking with this attack deals 0 to 3 piercing damage and forces them to make a Constitution save. On a failed save, they take an additional 24 to 99 damage. Okay, what's this? Misty Step. Oh, it's a teleport. Substitution. So outsmart your enemies by flipping away and leaving behind a target. It's the ninjas. I can't remember the exact word. It's the ninja trick of replacing yourself with a log. Okay. Arcane Trickster. You get sleep. Sleep 2. Versatile Trickster. Distract people with Mage Hand. And it has upgrade. Confusion. With upgrades. Confusion makes them act funny. Okay. Uncontrolled action. Yep. Hold Monster. With an upgrade. Trickster's Implement. Fuses your weapon with Shadow Energy, causing them to deal extra necrotic damage, and it has upgrades. Okay. To weapon fighting. This is probably the same as it was for the fighter, but I did not look closely at what the fighter was. Start with Whirlwind Attack. You start with Whirlwind Attack. You make a melee attack on each affected enemy. You have to be dual wielding to use it. Riposte. Riposte is something I more think about when you're with somebody who's wielding a single weapon and is just very skilled at it. While focused, you have a 50% chance to parry an attack. Okay, and it has upgrades. What's this? It's an upgrade to Whirlwind. What's this? Crimson Edge. Opens a painful bleeding wound. The initial strike doesn't do much damage, but it causes more damage over the next 12 seconds, and it has upgrades. Okay, and what's this? Cage of Chains. Hurl a weighted chain net over your enemy. The target must make a DC 9. Now, this is kind of the limits of a video game, with the talent trees saying you have to take the talent trees having specific weapon skills. But that's fine with me on a video game. And we have Marshall. I did not look at this fully before. This is the Scorpion attack. Get over here. This is Impede, which you cripple them and slow down their movement speed, and has a Wounding Blow. Gives them 100% penalty to healing for 60 seconds, so they can't heal for 60 seconds. That's nice. This one is an improvement. It just it looks like it just does more damage. Yeah, it does more damage. And this is an improvement of the impede, which cripples them, slows them down for a little while. Break the wall reduces their AC for some time. That's nice. Okay, Victorious Surge is an attack that also heals you with upgrades. Okay. And Archery. I did not look at this at all when I was at the fighter. Let me go ahead and look at this. Hunter's Mark. This is the Ranger ability, Hunter's Mark. It looks like anybody with Archery can pick it up. Okay. You choose a creature you can see within range and mystically mark it as your quarry for the next 30 seconds. Yeah, it's Hunter's Mark. You get extra damage. They grant advantage. They cannot stealth, become invisible, and it has improvements. Last only 30 seconds, which is different from the tabletop. The improvements increase the amount of damage you do. Split Shot. Fire several pieces of ammunition at the same time, hitting an area 45 degrees wide within 18 yards. Is that 45 degrees? Hard to tell. It's a multi-attack. Split shot upgrades. Okay. Arrow of Slaying. This piece of ammunition has your target's name on it. Target will be sure to get the message. Does a whole lot of damage, and it has upgrades. Yeah, that's very nice, actually. Debilitating Shot cripples them. It reduces their movement speed and gives them penalties to hit and damage. Lasts for 30 seconds. Okay, neat. Okay, let's look at the skills and proficiencies again. Lockpicking. I do not see disarming here. Okay. Keen Eye, and now gain your proficiency bonus. Okay, I do not see disarm traps here. That must be something on Scoundrel. I'll have to look at that. Stabilize is an automatic thing. Let's see. That is Hide. That is Sneak Attack. I already looked at that. Scoundrel is the Sneak Attack one. Let's look at Thief. That is Movement. Expertise. Go for the throat. Where is Slippery Mind? That's nice. Where is the Disarm Traps? I'm wondering if maybe they automatically get it for free. Anyway, let's go look at the next, which is the Wizard. Kind of vaguely glowing eyes there. Arcane. Mage Armor with improvements. Magic Missile with improvements. Stinking Cloud with improvements. And what's this? Cloud Kill, coming right off of Stinking Cloud. And what's this? Disintegrate. Requires level 11. Okay. So we go to at least level 11. Cool. Was that Disintegrate again? Yeah. These are all attack things. Frost. Oh, these are like... Okay. These are Mage Armor, Magic Missile, the Stinking Cloud, Cloud Kill stuff, and Disintegrate. Cool. Got it. This is Frost. Start... Looks like you start with Frost for free. Yeah. Okay. Ray of Frost with improvements. Ice Storm with improvements. Cone of Cold if upgrades. Odaluk's Freezing Sphere with upgrades. Okay. Lightning. Witch Bolt. Interesting. With improvements. Witch Bolt is a new one from the new tabletop game. It does continuing damage. Let's see if this one does continuing damage. Nope, it just does straight lightning. They kind of reworked it. Thunder Wave is thunder damage rather than lightning damage. damage. Lightning Bolt. And what's this one off by itself? Chain Lightning! Okay, and this one? Static. Lightning and thunder attacks are empowered, increasing your damage when dealing those types by 2. You also gain a 3% chance to stun your target anytime you deal lightning damage. That looks like it's a passive. Yep, that looks like it's a passive. It is a passive. It says passive. Huzzah! Okay. Fire. Fire! 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 Yoga fire! Sorry. Firebolt. With upgrades. Overchannel. You charge yourself with energy, increasing your power. While active, all damage you deal is maximized. However, all cooldowns are increased by 100%. And you take necrotic damage each round. This damage increases by 3 each round and is unaffected by any damage modifiers. So you take 1d6, then you take 1d6 plus 3, then you take 1d6 plus 6. Okay, this is probably going to be Fireball. No! Emulation Sphere. It's a Flaming Sphere. Why didn't they just call it Flaming Sphere? It's what it is. Okay, Fireball and Meteor Swarm. It had to be there somewhere. What I'm getting here is shades of Demon Stone, which is an action game set in Faerun, with a rogue, a sorcerer, and a fighter, and is one of my favorite D&D video games ever. I'm getting shades of that with here, and I'm kind of glad for that. Magic Weapon. Okay, Magic Weapon. Makes things magic. Sleep. This Manipulator. Confusion. That's like Arcane Trickster had. Charm. Elemental Weapon. Does force damage. Force damage. Force damage. Magic Weapon gives bonuses to attack. Transmuter. Invisibility. Whoa! Invisibility is transmutation in this case? Stone Skin, all the way up to upgrades. Interesting. Oh, it doesn't give full damage resistance the way it used to. It starts with 20% resistance. Goes to 35%. Goes to 50%. Okay. Slow. Oh, there's a mix of stuff here. None of these would be considered. The only one of these that would be considered transmutation in the tabletop game is Stone Skin. That's pretty cool. Summoner. Oh, Summoner is one of my favorite type things to do. Conjure animals. Cool. With upgrades. Melf's Acid Arrow. Old Monster. Bigby's Grasping Hand. Woohoo. Cloud of Daggers, all the way up here. Cloud of Daggers is a nice thematic thing. It's not terribly useful on the tabletop game, in my opinion. Mordenkainen Sword! One of my favorite things ever! But apparently not summoning elementals anymore. You're just summoning the animals. And look, obviously they have almost no... What's this? Cloth armor. Yeah, there's almost no proficiencies or skills here. Okay, that makes sense. Let's go back to Origin. Paladin. Okay. Crusaders. Let's see what the... Crusaders, the ultimate defenders, protecting both the weak in need and smiting those who would do evil with divine fury. Good mix between these tents. Power to both heal and destroy. Lay on Hands. Okay, that's a basic one. Lay on Hands has no effect on undead or constructs. It can't be used to attack. Aura Vitality. Oh, it produces Aura Vitality produces a area of regeneration. Oh, that's awesome. What level do you have to be to pick that up? 5. How many points? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 points. Divine Grace, bonuses to saving throws. Let me guess, this is going to be +4. Yep. What is this? Judgment. This is a smite. This is a smite. Oh! Oh, this is not just a smite! Okay, this does radiant damage to your target, and then it heals enemies within 10 heals allies within 10 yards. This is a smite radiant heal. This is a smite AoE heal. That is so awesome. They have to be level 3 to get it. Oh, that is cool. Okay, what is... Those are upgrades, obviously. Branding smite. While it's branded, it cannot use stealth or invisibility. Oh, sacred weapon. Passive! You imbue your weapon with positive energy, channel destructive divine powers through it to deal an extra 1 to 4. Ooh. Deal extra radiant damage every time. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, Avenger. These are abilities to weaken foes and avenge those who are wrong. Okay, so this is probably debuffs. Sign of vulnerability. Okay, if they fail a saving throw, they become vulnerable to radiant damage. That's awesome. Direct effect, Deific Vengeance. It has to make a saving throw or be weakened and take radiant damage. The weakened lasts 20 seconds and causes them to deal half damage with physical attacks. If they succeed on the save, they only take half damage, and that has an upgrade. Okay, and Avenging Angel. Oh, as soon as there's Shifter available on here, which I don't know that there ever will be, but as soon as there's Shifter available on here, I'm playing Jsail. Oh, so yes. Avenging Angel. You assume the form of angel. I don't know if you can multi-class though. I don't know if you can. Maybe you can. Maybe you can't. I have no idea. You assume the form of Angelic Avenger. That's a level 20 ability. Wait, whoa, whoa. Heroism. Level 7. This is level 13, so you can at least get to level 13. It requires 3 points. Heroism is a passive. You get 1 extra attack each round. That costs 2 points. That costs 1, that's 3 total. That costs 2, that is 5 total. So to get the Avenging Angel is 8 total. Woo! Retribution. Passive. Give +1 bonus radiant damage dealt and causing attackers to take 1 to 2 radiant damage anytime they touch you. Oh, it gets up to +4 and 1 to 5 radiant damage anytime they touch me. Holy crap. Life. Oh, bless. I didn't look at this on the cleric. I'm gonna check something real quick. I needed to go back and look at the cleric abilities this closely. But I'm gonna go finish off the paladin first. I just want to make sure of something. It's the same. Okay, cool. Let's go back to look at the paladin. We'll come back to the cleric in a little bit here. Okay, where was life? It was this way. Oh, is this a fighter? Oh, this is paladin. Crusader, Avenger, life. Okay, here we go. Bless. It gives bonuses to the rolls on attacks and saving throws. What Bless always does. Aid. It's a multi-target. Each ally gains 10% resistance to all damage and +3 maximum hit points. And it has upgrades. Plus 26 maximum hit points and 20% resistance to all damage. Nice. What is this? Beacon of Hope. Next 20 seconds, allies within 60 yards increase the amount of hit points received from healing spells by 25%. So you cast that, and then you cast heals. It doesn't directly heal itself. Oh, the all the way upgrade one doubles all healing you receive for the next 20 seconds. Restoration cleanses a single negative effect. Okay. What does the improve do? Cleanses all negative effects. That's awesome. Requires restoration level 2. You can get it at level 2. So you need 3 points to get it, and level 2 to get it. Revivify. Touch a creature. Bring back a oh. This is... bring people back to life. War. I did not look at War. Divine Smite. Spend holy energy, strike a foe, dealing damage. Not as good as the Judgment. That was pretty awesome. Crusader's Mantle. Power radiates from you in a 6-yard radius, awakening boldness in friendly creatures. Next 40 seconds, the aura moves with you, centered on you. While in the aura, each non-hostile creature, including you, deals an extra 1 to 4. Your allies deal extra damage while within 6 yards of you. Nice. Radiant Pulse. Radiant energy explodes from that. Channel divine power directly down from the heavens on a target or a point in range. Each target struck must make a DC 9 Wisdom saving throw. A creature that fails this save... Oh, this is like Turn Undead out of the Pathfinder version of channeling. Arcing Smite. Oh, this goes from one target to the next. Oh, the fully upgraded one will bounce 8 times. What's this? Guardian of Faith. You summon the essence of a celestial being into this plane at a point you designate. Any enemy within 5 yards must make a saving throw. On a failed save, they take damage, and it will stay in place for 6 seconds. Each enemy still within range must make a new save each round, but only lasts 6 seconds. Great weapon fighting. Charge. Dash forward and do damage with upgrades. Okay. Unyielding Avalanche. Attacking enemy that dares approach you. For the next 12 seconds, each enemy near you periodically takes damage. You regain hit points over the duration. I don't think that's per round. I think that's how much total you will regain over the duration. Also bonus to armor class and saving throws. Oh my goodness, that's pretty nice. Okay. Unyielding Avalanche. Cleave. Landing a killing blow grants you a follow-up attack that hits anything within a 180-degree cone. Woo! 3.5 yards long. Woo! That's nice. Power attack. Let's see, they have to make a saving throw or take extra damage. Even if the opponent's save is successful, they still take partial damage. Ooh. Shockwave. Slam the ground with... Oh, Hulk Smash. Enemies caught in the blast must make a DC 9 save throw. On a failed save, they take force damage and are knocked back. You have to be level 7 to do this. You have to be wielding a two-handed weapon. Protection. I already looked at this. This is all shield stuff. Shield Bash. Shield Wall. Automatically block all incoming projectiles for 8 seconds. 15 seconds. Let's see. Deal damage and stun them briefly. Deal damage and knock your opponent down for 5 seconds. Well, this is Shield Rush. It's not the same. Knock them down for 3 seconds. Knock... Oh! Shield Bash 2 just knocks them down. Okay. Bulwark. Deep into your training on defensive stances, become a wall of defense. For the duration, you gain bonus AC, resistance to all damage, bonus saving throws, bonus maximum hit points, and it lasts for 15 seconds. Oh! It increases the bonuses, still only lasts 15 seconds. Extended Defense. Oh, this is a passive. You gain +1 armor class Allies gain bonus armor class while they are within 2-yard range of you, or 6-yard range of you. +1 within 2 yards, +1 within 4 yards, +2 within 6 yards. Nice. And Marshall. This is the same. The Scorpion, the Self-Healing Rush, the Crippling Blow, the Defense Breaking Blow, and the Wounding Blow. And skills and proficiencies have all the way up to Heavy Armor. Stabilize them. Pretty much all weapons. The only thing they don't have is Search and Lockpicking. Okay. Let us go back and look at Cleric before we look at Ranger. Okay. Divine, Produce Flame, which apparently you start with. And those are all improvements. What's this? Level 15, Earthquake. They mentioned that over there. Warding Flare. Requires level 5. They have to make Constitution save or be blinded and have disadvantage for 30 seconds. Regenerate. Touch a creature to stimulate their natural healing ability. Regain 37 to 49 hit points, and the target will regain 60 hit points over the next 60 seconds. So basically 1 hit point a second. Oh, 60 to 120 hit points over the next 60 seconds. It's not a guaranteed doubling, but still pretty nice. Okay, Righteous Champion. Healing Word. Has no effect. It heals people at a range. Good. Turn Undead, which you have to be level 3 to pick up. Interesting. Present your holy symbol. Creature fails its saving throw its turn for 30 seconds or until it takes damage. Turn creature cannot attack and will attempt to flee from the cleric for the duration of the effects. And what is the improvement? Undead or demon. Wait, was the first one undead or demon? No, just undead. The improvement is undead and demons. Last for 60 seconds, double the time. The DC 9 is... I'm hoping the DC changes based off of how you level. But doesn't destroy them. What's this? Healing Word, I already looked at that. Divine Strike. It makes your weapon infused with Divine Energy for the next attack. If it's one attack. Yep, and the upgrades are the same. One attack. Divine Strike 4. Spiritual Weapon. Create a spectral hammer that hovers within range and will seek out and attack enemies. Just what the hammer has always done. Not always. Sometimes it shows up as a weapon in your inventory. Match your level up to level 5 and gain a bonus to Strength and Constitution equal to your Wisdom modifier. The hammer will exist until it is defeated. 120 seconds have passed or you cast the spell again. The improvement... Oh! Go to level 20. So we are going to level 20. Gain a bonus to Strength and Constitution equal to your Wisdom modifier. Hammer will exist until defeated. 120 seconds have passed or you cast the spell again. So it's 2 minutes. Light. Okay. Sacred Flame. Just improvements. Produce Flame is a druid thing, isn't it? Celestial Strike. Summon a celestial force, shines down from the heavens toward the targeted creature. They take... It's a save or take damage. What's this? Cure Wounds. Oh, healing. Prayer of Healing. Healing where energy washes out from you, each ally within 8 yards. That's mass healing. Disciple of Light. Invigorating rays of light pour from your hands, increasing healing by 10% and granting 5% resistance to radiant and necrotic damage taken. Woo. Life. Let's just double check to see it's the same as Paladin. It is indeed the same as the Paladin. And War is indeed the same as on the Paladin. From what I can tell, yep. Guardian of Faith. Aura. Divine Smite. Protection is probably the same as on the Fighter and the Barbarian. I mean, the Paladin. Yep, this is the shield stuff again. Martial, it's the same martial stuff and the same shield skills and proficiencies. Okay. So, one more class to look at is Ranger. Hunter. Hide in plain sight. Gain bonus to critical strike range. Plus 5 bonus to critical strike range. That's huge. While stealth, your movement speed is reduced by 50%. You also gain plus 7 bonus to stealth checks. What's this? Ensnaring armor. You've wrapped yourself in nature so thoroughly that it now comes to your aid when you're attacked. When an enemy hits you, there's a 6% chance that roots will sprout from the ground beneath them and immobilize them for a short period of time. Not bad. Favored enemy. Choose a favorite enemy when selecting this ability to gain plus 2 to hit and damage when fighting any enemy of that type. You may choose only one enemy type, so choose carefully. Let's see. Whoa. You have significant experience fighting unchosen creatures. What? Unchosen creatures. Unchosen creatures. What's this? Bowslayer. Now add your wisdom modifier to any damage you deal against targets of that type. Okay. Apparently you only get one favorite enemy though. Combat focus. Passive. You're so adept at using your weapons, you gain an extra attack each rank of this ability. Why don't fighters get this? Beastmaster. Longstrider. Passive. Never a stranger to movement. You gain bonus to movement speed. Longstrider. Bonus to movement speed. Okay, let's see what this is. Ranger's Companion. You call a wolf. It's automatically a wolf. Okay. Matches your level up to level 6. Okay. And there's another wolf. There's a wolf to 20. Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! They named the power! Go for the eyes! The spirit of an eagle flies in to strike the eyes of your foe. They save or take damage and go blind. What's this? Spectral Wolf Strike. Summon the spirit of a wolf to pounce on an enemy. They take psychic damage. Ooh. Spectral Wolf Strike 2. Bear Trapped. Toss a trap designed for hindering movement at an enemy. They have to save or take damage, and they have to save each round to break free. And in the restraint effect. What's this? Spikes of the Manticore. You hurl a cluster of spikes tipped with poison from a Manticore's stinger. Triggered to shatter on impact and explode outward. Creatures in the area make a saving throw. On a failed save, each creature takes piercing and poison damage. Creatures that make the save take half damage. Not bad. Nature. Good Berry. Conjure a berry infused with magic and toss it to an ally, healing them for 6 to 8 hit points, and it has 4 upgrades. Restoration. It's like the Paladin and Cleric ability, but you don't get the upgraded version. Wind Wall. Swirling around you from out to a range of 2 yards, following you as you move. The wind lasts for 20 seconds. Any creature within the area other than the caster must make a strength saving throw. A creature takes bludgeoning damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one. The wind causes arrows, bolts, and other ordinary projectiles launched at allied targets behind the wall to deflect upward and automatically miss. Not bad. This is kind of more like a druid than a ranger. Barkskin with gives you bonus to armor class, resistance to lightning, and bludgeoning. This is really an improvement over the tabletop version of Barkskin, which kind of sucks. Doubly so since it's a concentration of thing. Ooh, you can get Barkskin 4 by level 3. And this is a Cloak of Thorns. It's a passive. Each time an enemy touches you, you deal 1 to 2 piercing damage because thorns sprout from your body in a protective layer. You also deal +1 damage anytime you deal piercing damage. Entangle does what Entangle has always done. Restrains things. Interesting. Warden. Combining nature and archery, Wardens possess the ability to unleash a variety of magically infused trick shots. Arcane Archer will go. Hail of Thorns. Magical thorns sprout from your hands and launch themselves at your enemies. Each enemy target within 60-degree wide, 18-yard long code must make a Dex saving throw. Creature takes piercing on a failed save, half as much on a successful one. There is one upgrade, it does a little bit more damage, and then it leads directly into Conjure Volley. Fall in a volley from above and bursts in a magical explosion on impact. 50 arrows. Each creature within 4-yard radius of an impact point must make a saving throw, and they take 0 to 2 piercing damage on a failed save. That's 100 arrows fall in a radius. Oh, that each of the arrows explodes. So that's 50 explosive points, 50 4-yard radius explosive points. That's like an arrow-caused meteor swarm. Splinter armor. You are brilliant when it comes to finding chinks in a foe's armor and then exploiting them. They take damage and lose AC for a little while. What's this? Lightning arrow. Much as it says, it is an arrow that does lightning damage. It has 2 upgrades. Okay, and this is Swift Quiver. Enhances all your ammunition, causing your action speed to increase by 75% for 8 seconds. 150. Oh, that increases the amount, the speed of your actions. That's pretty nice. 2 weapon fighting. I think I already looked at this. Cage of Chains. Well, I looked at this on the Rogue. Martial I've looked at. Archery I've looked at. This is the same. We don't have heavy weapons. We don't have search or lockpicking. Okay. Nice. And just to make sure, I'm going to go ahead and look at Fighter to see if there's anything I missed. Let's see here. Battlemaster. Yeah, I did not look at Battlemaster and Champion. Shout orders to nearby ally granting combat bonuses. It's a buff. It gives allies bonuses to their hit and damage. And critical hit range. Lovely. For 60 seconds, for 1 minute. Rally. Increases maximum hit points by 5 or 26. It gives bonus AC too. And causes them to grant combat disadvantage. Oh, the upgrade is awesome. Plus 15 to maximum hit points, plus 2 AC. Oh, gads. Reign of Terror. Let loose a shout of anger so violent that it overwhelms nearby foes. Affected enemies must make a wisdom save or become confused for 30 seconds and suffer a -3 penalty to their AC. At the end of each round, affected targets may attempt a saving throw to... If they succeed, the effect ends early, and it has 1 upgrade. Okay, and this Second Wind is a self-heal. The increased hit... Oh, no, it's not really a self-heal. You gain plus 8 maximum hit points. The increase lasts for 12 seconds. See what the... Plus 56 maximum hit points for 12 seconds. I'm guessing those increased maximum gives you those hit points. Action Surge. 25% action speed bonus for 6 seconds. Action Surge 2, 50% for 6 seconds. Commander Shout. Okay. And Champion. What is this? Steel Serpent. Stab viciously at your foe's knee or foot. Deals slashing damage. I think that's only because I'm wielding a slashing weapon. And they suffer a 50% penalty to movement speed for 12 seconds. There is one upgrade that it makes the penalty to movement speed even higher. What is this? Forceful Blows. Passive. All attacks now have a 2% chance to knock down your opponent. 8% chance to knock down your opponent at the full upgrade. Cool. Sure Strike. Strike that always lands, dealing 6 to 27 damage, requires level 3. What does this require? Can get it immediately. Weapon Master. You've mastered the ability to hit multiple times with your main hand. Each rank adds an extra strike with the main hand. Okay, so I was wrong. Fighters do get this at level 5. Which is when they get it in the tabletop game, actually. Improved Critical. You have practiced the fine art of precise strikes. Maximize your chance to rank critical strike. Increase critical range by 1, and 1 again. And that is the sure strike that always hits. To weapon fighting we've looked at, great weapon fighting we've looked at, protection we've looked at, martial we've looked at, archery we've looked at, and skills and proficiencies. Okay, so... character. I am going to put this off right now. I'm going to end the fraps, go take care of some stuff off the screen, and I'm going to start another video in a little bit. See you making a character. See you in a little bit.